Cell phones. We have them, use them, and love them. They're an essential part of our lives. They're great to use for calling in cases of emergency and for everyday use. But can they affect our health? Our parents often blame some health problems on cell phone use. But can any of this be true? This is why I decided to ask and research the question, to what extent does extended cell phone use connect to negative mutations and cancer? Let's start off by learning about how a cell phone works. A cell phone uses radio frequency energy, known better as RF or EMF, to transmit radio signals to the nearest cell phone tower. This cell phone tower then sends the message to the nearest tower of the recipient, which then sends the message to the person on the other end of the line. One of the main reasons people are concerned about cell phone safety is because of RF being constantly outputted by cell phones. The tissue nearest to the antenna of the phone can absorb this energy. So what? What happens to the tissue? RF or EMF is a form of electromagnetic radiation. Electromagnetic radiation can be categorized into two categories: ionizing versus non-ionizing. Ionizing rays, like X-rays and cosmic rays, are high frequency, and non-ionizing are low frequency waves, like radio frequency. Ionizing rays are known to be harmful, but non-ionizing rays at first glance are harmless. One consistent effect of non-ionizing radiation, however, is heating. However, the energy output is too low to significantly change body temperature or negatively influence a person. EMF radio waves are also known to make DNA strands in certain cells lose integrity, but this is still under speculation. Ionizing radiation is known to increase cancer rates. However, non-ionizing radiation has no proof of increasing chances of getting cancer, but there is still more research being done. Some of this new research is done by Dr. Yaniv Hamzani of Tel Aviv University's Sackler Faculty of Medicine, who looked at cell phone users' saliva to search for connections between cell phone use and cancer rates. Due to the phone being placed near the salivary gland when in use, Dr. Hamzani hypothesized that there could be a connection to cancer development in this gland. In this experiment, Dr. Hamzani compared heavy cell phone users that use the phone at least 8 hours a month to a control group that doesn't use cell phones, and found that heavy cell phone users showed signs of high oxidative stress. High oxidative stress can damage DNA and human cells and often causes many pathophysiological conditions, the most common being Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease, gene mutations, and cancers. So, now we know that extended cell phone use can lead to high oxidative stress, which can lead to certain diseases, gene mutation, and even cancer. However, we only talked about the salivary gland, which has an unusually low cancer rate, with most of its tumors being benign. Now, one of the other areas that is extremely affected by RF or EMF waves, the brain. The brain is near where the salivary glands are, and a cell phone is also right beside it when in use. The brain is also very susceptible to high oxidative stress due to its high metabolic rate. This in turn means that the brain is much more susceptible to gene mutations or even cancer than the salivary glands. Salivary cancer can also be treated with many different treatments. However, brain cancer has only two treatments: chemotherapy and radiation therapy. Brain cancer survival rates are also very low, only about 30%. Now, on to another affected body part. In one study done with saliva, we learned that the heavy cell phone users talked on a cell phone more than 8 hours a month. However, when not in use, cell phones still give off RF waves to connect to nearby cell phone towers. Unless completely powered off, where do we usually put out our phones when they aren't in use? Our pockets or our desks? If a cell phone is on our desk, this won't harm you in any way because it isn't close to your body and it won't affect you with radiation. However, some people carry their phones in their pockets on average around 7 hours a day. If you did this for a month, it would add up to a whopping 210 hours. This is much more than the cell phone's experiment, 8 or more hours each month. If our phones are in our pockets, it means that they're extremely close to our reproductive organs. Due to the constant output of radiation, the organs can be affected with negative genetic mutations in reproductive cells such as sperm cells and egg cells. It can also give reproduction organs cancer. As we have learned, EMF radio waves can also make certain DNA strands lose their integrity, which is not good for cells like egg cells and sperm cells that carry valuable DNA information for meiosis. Now, you know that EMF or RF waves can affect your health. But why should we care? Well, the answer is simple. Little changes like talking less on the phone, using speaker when talking, and not keeping your phone in your pocket can greatly reduce your chances of having negative mutations, cancer, or other diseases in the future from high oxidative stress. So, when your mom blames some health problems on your phone, she may be right. Thank you for watching.